How's it going, everybody? It's Warren, and Avengers Endgame is almost 1 month away, and obviously the biggest question right now is, how are the Avengers going to undo Thanos' snap? Obviously, there are a ton of theories out there right now in regards to how the Avengers can do this, but I think the most believed one is that the Avengers somehow will build their own Infinity Gauntlet, collect Infinity Stones from the past or the present time, and use them to defeat Thanos. So the question with this theory is, how do the Avengers make their own Infinity Gauntlet? I'll break it down in this video, but a quick reminder about my giveaway. I'm giving away 5 IMAX tickets. If you'd like to enter for your chance to win, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below with your thoughts and your favorite superhero or villain. Okay, so I must issue a spoiler alert about this video because it comes from a plot leak from somebody who claims to have worked with Marvel, but his company was fired because people were leaking things. And this user has been partially verified by the moderators as somebody that likely has relative information or spoilers. I will only be talking about how the Avengers build their own Infinity Gauntlet, but if you want to avoid all potential possible spoilers for Avengers Endgame, click away now. So this leak says that the Avengers will travel back in time using the quantum realm. This is something that everybody pretty much knows for the most part. The Avengers realize that the only way to undo Thanos' snap is with their own snap. So at some point in the movie, Thor goes back in time and gets Mjolnir from the past and brings it to the present. This is something that people have predicted as well. Thor going back in time to retrieve Mjolnir so he can have 2 weapons, or so Captain America can wield Mjolnir. However, according to this leak, Thor does not go back in time to get Mjolnir to use it as a weapon. He goes back and retrieves it for the Uru metal. Thor knows that Eitri used Uru metal to make the original Infinity Gauntlet, and that Uru metal is the only metal that is strong enough to contain the power of all the Infinity Stones. And from here, Tony Stark is the one who makes the new Infinity Gauntlet, but Captain America is the one who wields it. So let's talk about how this makes sense. So perhaps Eitri was a victim to the snap, or perhaps he can't make an Infinity Gauntlet anymore because of his hands. Regardless, it doesn't matter because Thor knows that he used Uru metal to make the Infinity Gauntlet. The only Uru metal that he currently has is Stormbreaker, and he's not going to get rid of that because it can kill Thanos. But in Thor Ragnarok, Hela shatters Mjolnir, and we see it fall to the floor, right after Loki summons the Bifrost and him and Thor go up and Hela follows. That would mean Mjolnir's remains are just sitting there. Thor could go back in time to right after when Loki, Thor, and Hela leave and just pick up the remains of Mjolnir. This works because it doesn't alter the events of the past, it doesn't change the future. Thor collecting the remains of Mjolnir doesn't change what happens in Thor Ragnarok. And then we have Tony Stark. If there's anybody who is still alive that is capable of making another Infinity Gauntlet, it is Tony Stark. After all, he did create a new element. And in the comics, he has worked with Uru metal a few times. And we do know that the Russo brothers draw inspiration from the comics. But the main thing now in the movie is that Tony Stark now has access to the most technologically advanced city on the whole entire planet, Wakanda. Tony Stark was able to makeshift machinery and devices in order to make his new element. Imagine if he had Wakandan technology at his disposal. Because now, he does. The biggest issue would be heating the metal enough to make it melt. Which I'm sure with the combination of Tony Stark, Bruce Banner, Rocket Raccoon, Captain Marvel, and Thor's lightning, they could figure it out somehow. So, with Uru metal at his disposal and the most technologically advanced city at his disposal, Tony Stark creates a new Infinity Gauntlet. And the Captain America wielding the Infinity Gauntlet is probably a reference to the Age of Ultron scene where Captain America is able to move it a little bit.
Nothing.
So, this makes a lot of sense and seems extremely plausible. The Avengers know they'll need their own Infinity Gauntlet, the Uru metal from Mjolnir is just lying on the ground after Hela destroys it, and the combination of Tony Stark's brains and Wakandan technology along with the rest of the Avengers should be enough to heat the Uru metal and forge another Infinity Gauntlet. So, let me know what you think about this. Do you think that we'll see this in the movie, or do you think that it'll be done in a different way? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like the video so you can enter the giveaway and stay up to date on everything relating to Avengers Endgame and Marvel. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.